দূরে সে পাশে বসে পায়ে পায়ে কখনো চলে যায় দূর এ জীবন উদযাপনের সুর রেডিও রেডিও জাদু এগিয়ে চলার সুর রেডিও রেডিও জাদু 90.8 megahertz community radio Jadavpur University.
Welcome back, listeners. You are listening to 90.8 megahertz community radio GU. For this particular program, I am your host RJ Rishav and I am joined by RJ Arunav. Together, we will be enacting a short drama in collaboration with Smart in an attempt to raise awareness and arouse curiosity about the raging phenomena of climate change, global warming, greenhouse effect, and the resulting heat wave that has altered our course of life in the light of ailments like heat stroke, diabetes and hypertension that we are all grappling with in today's times. So, without further ado, let's begin. Wonder who's at the door on this hot afternoon. Oh, it's Mukesh. Come on in. It's been days since we met.
Brij Bhaiya, I thought I will pay you a visit on the way. I also need to head to the veg market this evening. So I dropped in to say hello. You know, even our crops went bad this time around owing to the intense heat.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate. And you're completely drenched in sweat. Please sit and relax. Here, go on, have some water, please. I can get you some buttermilk as well.
Just a glass of water will be fine.
Go on, have it.
Thanks.
Oh, and I'm so sorry about the fan. There is no electricity or water in the house since last evening.
Same situation at my place. Even when the power decides to grace us with its presence, the fan spins at a snail's pace.
Yeah, the voltage is always fluctuating. You know, our transformer actually caught fire yesterday.
Oh, that's so horrible. The news says the mercury has soared to a scorching 47 degrees Celsius today.
Yes, I was watching the news the other day. I heard it reached nearly 52 or 53 degrees Celsius in Delhi, Haryana and Rajasthan. And Kolkata experienced its highest ever temperature in the past 5 decades this year. Alerts have been issued in multiple districts across the country urging people to avoid going out in the open between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.
And what's more, local water bodies have also dried up and people are struggling for clean water these days.
It's being reported that several states in India are experiencing a heat wave. I've even heard that the entire world is in the grip of this scorching heat wave.
Heat wave? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. What exactly is it?
Listen then, my friend. Heat wave means extremely high temperatures, a situation that's very difficult to bear.
Oh, well, of course it will be hot during the summer. It's uncomfortable, but what's new about it? Sounds like unnecessary alarmism to me.
It's not about sounding an alarm, it's about understanding. Just think about it. In the past few years, school summer vacations have been starting earlier and lasting longer. Why is that? This time, extreme heat has hit in April itself. Now, normally, April marks the beginning of the spring season, marked by moderate weather. But we have never experienced such intense heat this early. Don't you think we should be thinking about why this is happening?
Alright then, please tell me why.
So, the heat wave isn't just about heat. It's also about prolonged intense heat that can have a dangerous impact on our crops, animals, and even our own health.
But what's causing this heat wave?
Well, heat waves usually occur due to natural causes. Meteorologists say that heat waves often occur due to high pressure systems in the atmosphere. When the atmosphere decides to throw its weight around, hot air gets pushed down to the ground level, gets cozy and cranks up the heat.
That seems like a natural cause. But why has the heat been increasing so much this year? Or in recent years? It seems like nature is getting increasingly angry with us.
Well, you've got a point there. Now you understand what a heat wave is. But to understand the increasing severity of heat waves, you need to understand another concept.
And what's that?
climate change.
Oh, elder brother, you keep throwing new terms at me. What is this climate change and what does it have to do with the heat?
Don't worry, have some patience and listen carefully. Then go explain it to your daughter Choti too. Weather changes every day, but when there are permanent changes in the climate over time, that's when it becomes a cause for concern, and that's when we call it climate change. Now, in recent years, not only has it been getting hotter, but there's also been excessive rainfall, and winters have become extremely cold. Many people are dying solely because of these climate changes. Have you noticed? Many people around the world are becoming homeless. And these changes aren't just due to natural causes, mind you. Human activities are causing the climate to change more rapidly.
So, you mean to say that humans are responsible for this unbearable heat? That seems like a far-fetched claim to me.
Mukesh, one has to have a scientific temper and openness of mind. The ability for critical thinking is absolutely crucial to arrive at the truth. Why are you getting so defensive unnecessarily? It seems as though you have already made up your mind. What's the point of this discussion then?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You are a wise man. The whole village respects you. There's so much to learn from you. Please carry on.
Alright, so where were we?
Human activities?
Yes, the factories, the ones that we are blindly erecting, the construction projects we are churning out, concrete jungles, the waste we have been dumping so mindlessly, and the pesticides we are spraying without so much a thought, and the fossil fuels we are burning to power our cars and our air conditioners, the refrigerators to cool our homes, all of these activities release greenhouse gases into the air, intensifying the greenhouse effect, driving up, subsequently, the global temperatures. As a result, we are witnessing the impacts of climate change with more frequent and severe heat waves, storms, droughts, floods, and other extreme weather events.
So, should we just stop using all these things and go back to the Stone Age?
See, I have nothing against development. But what's the point of progress mean if it leads to environmental destruction? Don't you think we should think about this a bit?
That's also a valid point, but...
Well, that's enough intellectual discussion for now. Let me tell you about the science behind the greenhouse effect and climate change.
Okay.
You see, the warmth and the heat that we feel at night are due to greenhouse gases like methane and carbon dioxide. Their unique property is that they trap the sun's heat and keep us warm at night.
I am starting to understand now. So, because of human activities, these gases are increasing in the atmosphere, causing temperatures to rise.
And to top it all, humans have the audacity to cut down trees as if natural resources and beauty is their personal fiefdom and they can do whatever they want. Trees don't just provide shade in the sun or prevent fertile soil from eroding. They're actually the ones that give us oxygen during the day and use the excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to make their food.
It's unbelievable how foolish humans can be. Because of our greed, we are shooting ourselves in the foot.
Now, don't drown in guilt. We can always improve our ways.
I have another question.
Sure, go ahead. But before that, let's take a break and have some water. And my throat is getting dry from all this talking. One should always keep hydrating every once in a while in this heat.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit suffocated. Let's open the window. Oh man, this hot low wind is going to be the death of us. You were saying that heat can also harm our health. I am really worried about my daughter. My father also hasn't eaten or drunk anything since yesterday. He seems exhausted. What if it's because of the heat?
In my opinion, it would be better to see a doctor once. But your suspicion might be correct. Experts say that children and the elderly are more affected by heatwave. Heatwave may even prove to be fatal for those with diabetes or high blood pressure. Such people need special attention. Besides, the heatwave doesn't spare anyone. Not even Shah Rukh Khan. He had to be taken to the hospital due to a heat stroke.
Shah Rukh Khan suffered a heat stroke too. What chance do we have?
Yes, you heard that right. Heat stroke is a serious problem that occurs when the body's temperature reaches 40 degrees Celsius or in Fahrenheit 104 degrees or higher. In this condition, the body's mechanisms for controlling heat fail. This happens when a person is exposed to the sun for a long time. Symptoms of heat stroke include rapid heartbeat, confusion, dizziness, fatigue, and sometimes seeing abnormal flashes of light. Now, this problem should be taken seriously and one should contact a doctor immediately.
Okay, now I remember. While dropping Choti off at her tuition, I saw a big board of our village primary health center. It said HeatWave department. 2 women had come from the field in bad shape and they were given saline there.
Now, imagine how much trouble our farmer brothers and sisters, pregnant women, and laborers are facing in this heat.
We should arrange shade and water for them. Let's talk to the village head so that some facilities can be provided for our farmers and laborer brothers and sisters in the heat, like tents for resting and water pitchers.
And ORS too. This miraculous solution should always be kept handy in the summers. It's very useful for dealing with dehydration caused by heat, especially when there's a lack of water and essential minerals in the body.
My wife's friend is an ASHA worker. I'm thinking of asking her to send packets of ORS to every household.
Yes, that's a very good idea indeed.
I know we will protect ourselves from the heat, but I am more worried about our planet. Choti is only 6 years old. I'm afraid that if today's temperature is 50 degrees, then what will happen to the earth when she grows up? And what can we do in the meantime to delay this destruction?
Well, your concern is absolutely justified, my friend. However, you cannot do anything alone. This earth and its atmosphere belong to humans, so it is our responsibility to protect them. Why not use the time we spend discussing these issues for something a little more constructive? We can form a small group, then approach the village council. Let us raise awareness among people about the environment. The problem is serious and the road to redemption is long. We must unite and prioritize the environment. At least for Choti, we can do this much, right? This is the least we can do for our kids like Choti and their future.
Hello? Yes, I'm coming. Just reaching the market. Thank you for taking so much time in making me understand this important issue. You need to take care of yourself from this heat too.
Alright, Mukesh. Now you be careful with the heat outside. And please don't venture out in the sun like you did today. Understood? You were listening to a short drama that we have arranged in collaboration with Smart in an attempt to raise awareness and arouse curiosity about the raging phenomena of climate change, global warming, greenhouse effect, and the resulting heat wave that has altered our course of life in the light of ailments like heat stroke, diabetes, and hypertension that we are all grappling with in today's times. You can also share your thoughts about the show by contacting us on our phone number 033-2457-2620, or you can drop a mail on our email address radioju@gmail.com. You can also follow us on our YouTube channel Radio JU, and our official Instagram handle is radio_JU. Keep listening to Community Radio JU. We listen to you.
দূরে সে পাশে বসে পায়ে পায়ে কখনো চলে যায় এ জীবন উদ্যাপনের সুর রেডিও রেডিও জাগো এগিয়ে চলার সুর রেডিও রেডিও জাগো 90.8 MHz Community Radio Jadavpur University.